Welcome back to MTN Live in the Mountains. Today on the couch with us, we have Chris Clark. He is with the Western Youth Network, and he is the Assistant Director of the Mentoring Services. How are you doing today, Chris?
What's up? I'm doing great. I'm excited. It's my debut on MTN with superstars Alex and Drew. I'm pumped to be here.
Oh, well, thank you for that. That's really sweet.
Thanks for coming on.
I know, we appreciate it. So, how are you doing today? Good?
I'm doing fantastic. I got a little run in this morning and started my day off right, and I'm pumped because it's mentoring month.
Yeah, I was about to say it is mentoring month, and let's talk a little bit about Western Youth Network. Where are y'all located here in Boone?
So our address is 155 Wynn Way, and it's actually like up Junaluska. It's kind of like up on the side of the hill, essentially to get to our offices. If you're heading out of town, going through King Street, and you get to that intersection where the Mellow Mushroom is, you just make a right and you go up, and there's a T. You make a right and a quick left, and it's up on the side of the hill. It's it can be difficult to find, but you just throw it in your GPS and you're good. But once you see it, you'll know because there's like bikes and rollerblades and kid paintings, and on any given day there could be about 1 million kids running around doing you just never know, but you'll know it when you get there. So
tell us a little bit about the programs that y'all conduct over at the Western Youth Network.
Western Youth Network, WYN is what we call it.
Okay.
Essentially what we have is we have a mentoring program, which I'll talk about in a bit. We have an after-school program, and we're actually the only middle school after-school program in the county, which is pretty cool. We have a summer program that lasts, it's 4 or 5 weeks, I can't remember. It's Monday through Thursday, I believe. And it's a long day. Some of our kids, we have from like 7 in the morning till like 5 or 6 in the evening, and we like pick them up and take them home and make sure they can be there. And then we have a prevention department piece of our program that's awesome. We have 2 prevention specialists, and prevention's kind of sprinkled in everything. They do some curriculum with our kids. They do some work with local law enforcement and local businesses on like responsible ways to serve alcohol and stuff. They just do a lot of cool like drug and alcohol prevention stuff. They're all over the place doing cool stuff.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what you guys do overall with mentoring kids.
Right. So Western Youth Network, we work with all kind of kids. Like we've got everywhere from, we have some kids that are involved with juvenile court and they're high risk and they're single parent home or in poverty or like, something in their life. High risk is a term people use a lot. Essentially what high risk means is that, or not high risk, at risk youth. What at risk mean is that some piece of their life or component puts them a little more at risk of doing something like just getting involved with juvenile court or dropping out of high school or just making bad decisions somewhere along the line. So a big part of our population is at-risk use, but we have a huge spectrum of kids. We have some kids in our program that come from the model middle-class family with a mom and a dad, and middle school's tough. Like middle school, if you think back to middle school, like people don't.
It was some tough years. Middle school was a little difficult.
Yeah, middle school's hard. So some of they come from great families, and they just somebody in their life saw that they just needed a little extra help for whatever reason. So they would refer us to our programs for our after-school programs and our mentoring programs and stuff like that.
Yeah, so the after-school programs, that's for basically all, I guess, the elementary schools in Watauga?
Right.
There's 8 of them.
Yeah, we do all of them. We have 2 sites. We have one site at the Boone United Methodist Church, and then we have one site out in Sugar Grove, and so we serve all the middle schools.
Do the schools take the kids over to your guys' place?
No, and that's a big thing that we're really proud of is we make sure that our kids can get where they need to be. So we pick them up from the schools. We walk them over from Hardin Park. We go out and we pick kids up at Blowing Rock and Bethel and Parkway and the whole deal. And so we have this awesome little van, or it's one of the smaller buses that we've converted to the WYN bus. So it's all white. It's got our logo on. We put a CD player in so our kids can jam out going downtown. So we pick them all up, get them to the site, and then the ones that, if their families just can't afford the gas money or just tied up and their parents can't get them, we take them home and
that's awesome.
We take some kids little ways out there. I have actually forded a river in a minivan to get a kid home one time. It was that far out there. So
that's true dedication.
I was a little, I got out of the minivan and like stepped in the creek and was like, we're going this, the van will go through this. And she's like, yes, this is where I live. We do it all the time. And I was like, okay, all right.
Well, there you go. We gotta trust the kid, I guess.
How many kids do y'all have?
So our mentoring program, we're currently serving 47 youth, which is really big. They generally say that for every 20-ish mentor-mentee matches that you should have a full-time staff member. And we've got 2 3/4-time staff member essentially, but we make it work and it's all good. So our program's pretty big. So yeah, we have 47 right now. Last year, look at my card because I can't remember how much it was. Last year, we served 89 youth in Watauga, Avery, and Mitchell counties. So what that means is at any given point that a kid was in our program last year, they were served. So we didn't have 89 at one time, but we provided a mentor for 89 different kids, which is pretty awesome. It's pretty cool.
Let's just say Drew wants to mentor a
Yes,
child.
I need guys, Drew. You should be a
Yeah,
mentor.
so Drew wants to mentor someone. So what is the process to go through it, and how long will Drew be with the kid? Can you
Okay.
maybe explain a little bit
Yeah.
about that?
So if you want to be a mentor, and we always need volunteers. I currently have 37 kids on my waiting list, and I will say I need good guy mentors. I do.
Right.
It's just the way it is. For every 5 or 6 girls that I have come in to volunteer, I'll get about one guy.
And it's one-on-one, isn't it?
It is one-on-one mentoring.